We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Well, a couple of teams who've underwhelmed thus far squaring off as we're underway in Week 5. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Quieting this home crowd early as they line up for 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They made it 3 yards on the carry, which sets him up with 3rd and goal at the 5.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has it down close. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Whether they meant to go to him or as an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a man out of Florida State. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense. Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play now. Finds Hyatt. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They're now set for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Firing one deep for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Tony now to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Judy there to grab it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over at the start of the next quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, back in the day, they probably checked the gloves for stickle because that one only had one spot and it was one hand on it. But what a tremendous play to bring it in.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bengals have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He's on the move, and he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good shorts. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. Throwing now off play action. Throw left side, complete. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
It is caught left side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie before halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Setting up a throw. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
I think we all saw their shoulders slump in unison when they saw that flag come out. They knew what that call was going to be.
And if he could, you know he'd dig a hole 10 feet under and go hide in it. You do not want to be the guy who gave this drive new life.
They'll throw it again. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Intercepted in the end zone. Jack Jones has got it. And the Browns are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you. as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looking to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 43. On target to his man, Tony. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet to the... This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Amani Hooker has it. And the Browns are going to have it.
Where he fucking throws it so low, he doesn't get high loft on it, so it's intercepted. That's some BS.
Mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why
throw it higher.
Playing today have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They go play action on 1st. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Caught quickly on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals tie this game at 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Tony now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Back to the air following the pick-6. Connection made to Judy. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's tackled for a short gain. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. from the 47. Catch made left side by Judy. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he works this to the 38 before going now. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Throwing off the play fake here. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's back to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. So no mistake in that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps him get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got first down from the 31. Now to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. To throw. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. And it's not over yet. They scored here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for 2. Throwing now. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They're on the road later this year with a chance of completing that season sweep.